Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. You can pray or you can panic. And so God says, I don't want you worrying about anything. Now, why? Why does God not want me worrying about anything? Worry is unreasonable. It's unreasonable. In other words, it doesn't make sense. It's illogical. It is irrational. It is unreasonable. Don't worry about your life, what you'll eat or drink, and don't worry about your body or what you'll wear. Your life is far more important than clothes. We typically worry about the wrong thing. We worry about the little stuff, how I look, how I appear, what I say, who I'm talking to. Am I going to be late for this meeting? Stuff that isn't going to matter in 5 years. It's all temporary. If you're really going to worry, and God says you shouldn't, but if you were going to worry about things that are eternal, not external. Worry is unreasonable. Not only because it's unreasonable, it's unnatural. Worry is unhelpful. It's useless. It doesn't work. Worry is worthless. It doesn't change anything when you worry. Who of you, by worrying, can add a single hour to his life? Worry can't make you an inch taller. Worry can't make you an inch shorter. Can't make you bigger or smaller, thinner or fatter. Worry doesn't work. He says, who of you can change anything? He said, you can't add even a single hour to your life. Worry about any problem in your life will never move you one step toward that situation. Worry is worthless. It's doing without doing. It's investing a lot of emotional energy for something that doesn't going to do anything. Worry cannot change anything in your past. It's already done. Your past is past, so why are you worried about it? Worry cannot control your future. No matter how much you think you can, you're not controlling it by worrying about it. So if it can't change the past and it can't control the future, what does it do? Messes up today.
Your brain is divided into two halves, positive and negative, good and evil. It don't function on nothing else. Ain't no neutral ground in your brain. It's either positive and good or negative and evil. You are in charge. You're the boss of the factory. You could wake up in the morning and you say, you know what? Today is going to be a great day today. I expect something really good to happen for me today. Man, thank you, Lord, for waking me up this morning. That's how your mind works 24/7. It never turns off. You have got to change the way you think. It is the whole determining factor of where you go in life. We are all where we are today because we thought ourselves to this position. If you don't like the position, think yourself out of it. Change your attitude, you change your altitude.
No problem for me to understand why people have anxiety disorders, or why they're depressed, or why they have substance use problems. The mystery to me is always why people don't have all of those things at once, because everybody has a reason to be anxious. In fact, we have the ultimate reason to be anxious because we know that we're vulnerable and we know that we're going to die. And how you cannot be anxious under those circumstances is a great mystery. It's a massive mystery. And the same thing applies with regards to depression. The self-esteem has nothing to do with feeling good about yourself. As I already mentioned, there isn't necessarily a reason why a priori you should just feel good about yourself. But if you can view yourself acting in a courageous and forthright manner and encountering the world and trying to improve your lot and taking risks, in a non-naive way, well, then you have something that you can comfort yourself with at night when you're wondering what the whole damn point of your futile and miserable life. And that's necessary because it's often the case that you wake up at 4 a.m, or at least sometimes the case that you wake up at 4 a.m. when things haven't been going that well and wonder just what the hell the point is of your futile and miserable life. You have to have something real to set against that. It can't be just rationalizations about how, you're a valuable person among others, even though that's true. That's not good enough. You need something that's more realistic to set against that. And observing courage in yourself is definitely one of the things that can help you sleep soundly at night when things are destabilized a little bit around you.
Try and tickle something inside you, your weird humor. You belong in the most secret part of you. Don't worry about cool. Make your own uncool. Make your own world. If you fear, make it work for you. Draw and paint your fear and anxiety. And stop worrying about big, deep things such as to decide on a purpose and way of life, a consistent approach to even some impossible end, or even an unimagined end. You must practice being stupid, dumb, unthinking, empty. Then you will be able to do. I have much confidence in you, and even though you are tormenting yourself, the work you do is very good. Try to do something bad. Try to do some bad work. The worst thing you could think of is see what happens, but mainly relax and let everything go to hell. You are not responsible for the world. You're only responsible for your work, so just do it. And don't think that your work has to conform to any preconceived idea, form, or flavor. It can be anything you want it to be. But if life would be easier for you if you stopped working, then stop. Don't punish yourself. However, I think that this is so deeply ingrained in you that it would be better for you to do. Maybe you need your agony to accomplish what you do, and maybe it goads you on to do better, but it's very painful, I know. It would be better if you had the confidence just to do the stuff and not even think about it. Can't you leave the world and art alone? Also, quit fondling your ego. I know that you or anyone can only work so much, and the rest of the time you are left with your thoughts. But when you work, or before you work, you have to empty your mind and concentrate on what you are doing. After you do something, it is done, and that's that. After a while, you can see some are better than others, but also you can see what direction you're going. You also must know that you don't have to justify your work, not even to yourself. You also must believe in your ability. I think you do. So try the most outrageous things you can. Shock yourself. You have at your power the ability to do anything.
When things go wrong, they always seem to happen at once, and they just compound. And it's pretty easy sometimes to feel beat when you're faced with all those issues and all those problems, and they all hit you at the same time. But that doesn't mean give up. In fact, it means the opposite. It means it's time for you to fight harder, to dig in. It means it's time for you to go on the warpath.
If you know what day it is, you are not busy enough. How can you create time? How can you literally take 24 hours and pack more into it? How do you people know what day it is? You need to be so freaking busy that you don't know what time it is. You don't know if it's before lunch, after lunch, before dinner, after dinner. I don't want to manage time. I want to produce. I want to be highly productive. I want to squeeze time. I literally want to take time and I want to turn 60 minutes into 3 hours of production. That's the different thing that you need today, not manage time, so that you can become more productive, so that you can use that urgency concept and really blow up your career.
It won't be easy. It will be hard because life is hard. That's what life is. These challenges that you face, they're going to do their best to take you down. Do not let them. stand up, dig in. Line up those problems and confront them, face them, fight them. Do not let them bring you down.
Your success is not going to come from watching TV or looking at a calendar. Your success is going to come from activity, from being busy, from being obsessed.
Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary.
That opportunity is not going to be forever. You're running out of time. You never know when your opportunity is that opportunity. That opportunity might come in the next 6 months. And the question is, will you be ready when that opportunity comes? You don't know how much time you have. You keep telling yourself you got time and watch what happens. Now, you got to get what I'm telling you. Being average is dangerous.
Remember, don't manage time, create it.
You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You did it. Yeah.